If you're struggling with depression, there are some things that don't just fail to help, they actually can make depression worse. Today I want to share 6 things that you should never do if you're struggling with depression. Welcome to Journey of Freedom. I'm John Vaprezsan, and this channel exists to talk about anxiety, depression, to lead you to healing from a biblical, emotional, and practical perspective. No hype, no shame, just truth that leads to freedom. So let's get right into it. Number 1, I would never take medication without a thorough assessment. Let me be very, very clear. Medication helps a lot of people. I am not anti-medication, but medication should never replace understanding. I would never just take meds without asking deeper questions like, what about sleep or nutrition or hormones, inflammation, stress? When I was diagnosed with depression, I was just given medication. The end. Nothing else. Let's treat the symptom, not the root cause. I was desperate. I was grasping for anything to help. I like to read the Proverbs of the day. There's 31 chapters. Most months have 31 days, one chapter for each day. And on the 14th day of the month, I read this. The simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. It made me stop and think. Wisdom asks, why? Not just how. Number 2, I would never self-medicate with alcohol, drugs, or psychedelics. Depression hates patience, so it tempts you with short-term relief that creates long-term damage. Damage from alcohol, drugs, escapism disguised as healing. These don't calm the storm, they numb the warning system. 1 Corinthians, Paul said, all things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. If it steals clarity tomorrow, it's not healing today. Number 3, I would never ignore what I eat. Depression lives in the brain. The brain lives on what you feed it. Fast food, sugar spikes, ultra-processed meals. They may not be the cause of your depression, but they absolutely can intensify it. You wouldn't pour diesel fuel into a gasoline engine and then why it doesn't run well. Food is fuel. Yesterday I was with someone, she was struggling, and I noticed when she walked in the door, she had a big shake from one of our local restaurants. And a moment later, I saw that she had an insulin pump on her arm. And I thought, too often we want the solution for our problem without getting involved. We want an outside source to fix an internal problem. Paul also said, whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do it all to the glory of God. Food isn't everything, but it's not nothing. Number 4, I would never believe everything that I think. Depression lies. It tells you this will never change. You're a burden. There's no point. But thoughts are not facts. Paul said, cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. If every thought were true, then fear would be prophetic and paranoia would be considered wisdom. Your job is not to listen and obey every thought. Your job is to evaluate them. Number 5, I would never isolate myself because depression whispers, be alone. You don't matter. You're too much. Isolation may feel safe, but it feeds the illness. 2 are better than 1, for if one falls, the other will lift him up. You don't need a crowd necessarily, but you do need connection. 1 person, 1 conversation, 1 phone call. And number 6, I would never get up and go back to bed. This surprises people, but it does matter. If you wake up depressed and crawl back into bed, depression learns, hey, I'm in control today. Structure doesn't remove the pain, but it prevents it from spreading. If a house catches fire, you don't sit down, you move. So get up, get dressed, do something, anything that moves you forward. And again, do this right now. Before you click away, write this down. 1 thing that you'll stop doing and 1 thing that you'll start doing. Small changes interrupt big patterns. Don't just listen to what I'm saying. Take some instruction and watch your life get changed. If this is a help, like it, subscribe, and share it with somebody who needs hope. And if depression, anxiety, or intrusive thoughts have been shaping your life, there's a link in the description below to watch our Journey to Freedom Masterclass on anxiety and depression, because this is where your journey to freedom begins.